Today I've come to Croyde Beach, which is on the North Devon coast, and I've come to do something that I absolutely loved doing when I was a child, and that's rock pooling. So let's see what we can find today. And look what I've just found under this rock. A pair of shore crabs. So here we have one of the crabs that we've just found. Crabs belong to a group called crustaceans, which also includes shrimps and crayfish, lobsters and even woodlice. Now crabs are what we call decapods, which means they have 10 legs. Unfortunately, however, as you can see, this crab here has lost 2 legs on its right hand side. Crabs actually have this special defence mechanism, so if they do get caught by a predator and they're caught by the leg, then the muscles actually contract and the leg breaks off at the weakest point. So this means that they can be caught by their legs but then free themselves by releasing the leg from the body. Now this crab here is a male, and you can see that because it has just underneath its body that triangular shape is very narrow at the top and pointed. And if we compare that to a female, you can see the female's is wider. What's quite interesting with these two, you notice the male has a blue coloration on its claws, whilst the female has pink. Blue for a boy, pink for a girl. Here we are in the remote and wild natural landscape of the Exmoor National Park, an area composed of great beauty and a contrasting array of habitats, from the open moorland to the deep wooded valleys where we have woods and the fast flowing streams and even the high sea cliffs. Exmoor is situated on the Bristol Channel coast, which is in the southwest of England and straddles 2 counties. Just under a third of Exmoor lies in Devon, whilst the rest is found in the county of Somerset. Now Exmoor is home to a diverse array of fauna and flora, from the great majestic red deer herds to our smallest bird of prey, the merlin, to the wide variety of grasses and sedges, and even 2 whitebeam trees which are endemic to this area and found absolutely nowhere else. These are 2 sorbus species, Sorbus subcuneata and Sorbus taxon D. Today, however, I've come in search of an animal that is so successful in this habitat that it's managed to retain its natural bloodline since prehistoric times, and that's the Exmoor pony. Exmoor ponies are only ever found in 3 different colours: black, bay and dun. They don't ever have any white markings on their body, but their most distinctive characteristic is the mealy markings around their muzzle, their eyes and on the inside of their flanks, as you can see on this pony. Now Exmoor ponies are the closest breed to the original wild horses which roamed across Britain and the rest of the Northern Hemisphere since the Ice Age. Now natural selection has designed a pony that is perfectly suited to these moorland conditions, which can be very harsh in the winter months. At the moment you can see that these ponies are getting quite fluffy as they're growing their winter coats. Now Exmoor ponies have a special waterproof coat which consists of 2 layers. They have a layer underneath of short woolly hairs which help to keep the ponies warm, but they also have an outer layer of much longer hairs which help to drain off any excess water that lands on the pony, and therefore acting as a waterproof coat. Unfortunately, however, this is an endangered breed, with there only being 2,000 to 3,000 left worldwide. But luckily for the pony, they have many human friends and admirers which are helping to protect and conserve the breed. As there's such an iconic image of the Exmoor pony, it really would be such a great shame if they were to disappear from this moorland habitat. Today today I've come to a place that is an absolute must for anybody interested in natural history, the Exe Estuary. The River Exe flows down from Exmoor, almost directly due south through to Devon to the estuary here. The Exe Estuary is one of England's smallest estuaries, but it has a wealth of different habitats and therefore is home to many different wildlife species. It is particularly important for over 40 different species of migratory and wading birds, such as the high number of black-tailed godwits and up to 500 avocets. Also upstream, you'll find wildlife that is as diverse as that found in the countryside. Foxes, badgers, bats, deer are all commonly seen, and even otters have made their home in the Baronsdown Reserve. The estuary is recognised as being of international importance for wildlife, with extensive reed beds, salt marshes, mudflats and sandbanks. Here we have a green shank. This is a slim grey wader with long legs and a long upturned bill. The green shank is slightly taller than its cousin, the red shank, and as you can see the upper parts are grey, flecked with a black and white pattern. This is a really great time of year to come to the estuary to partake in some autumn bird watching. Whether you're looking to spot the odd osprey that's stopped here to feed on its way to Africa, or maybe take an RSPB cruise out to look for the avocets, or go to Powdram marshfields and have a look for the feeding finch flocks, or maybe even at high tide when the waders gather here, that's a great time to see some birds too. Whatever you're looking for, if you're a bird lover, there's bound to be something to get you really excited here at the Exe Estuary.
Go away.
It's great for train spotting too.